Okay, we are ready. So I am super excited about this call. We are just going to talk about 3 steps to success, and they're super simple, but a really, really great way to start working your Plexus business. And I'm really excited about this. I actually did not create this. Imagine that. I stole it from the Slim Sisters. A girl named Kayla Sandland was on there, who's Senior Ruby, and it was amazing. So I just decided I wanted to share it with our team. So you may want to take notes. You definitely want to take notes. We are going to start with when you decide to start working your Plexus business. One of the most important things that you need to do is brand yourself properly. So some people I've experienced don't really know what their brand is. They don't know, they've never created a brand for themselves. Even if they're in marketing, they maybe have created brands for a product, but they've never created a brand for themselves. So the best way to do that is really know your story. So if somebody were to sit down next to you at a ball game and ask you about yourself, what would you tell them? What's important to you? You know, I think everybody who's on our team, for the most part, knows my story. You may know some of it, you may know just a little bit of it, but every single one of you knows, hey, Christy's got 4 kids, she's got a cake pop business, and she has a brain injury, and she loves Plexus. That's my story. So creating a brand around my story is going to be super important, because it's going to, what I'm going to need to do, what any ambassador that's going to work the business needs to do, is post on your social media intentionally. Not willy-nilly, not just throwing everything up there, but really think about your posts. What do you want people to know about you? And really consider the law of attraction. So you are going to post things that attract people to you. You want people to want what you have. So not in a jealous way, not in an envious way, but you know, posting about time freedom. So maybe you're really new to the business and you don't have a huge income yet, but you know that that's possible and you know that's potential. So today I had to go deliver cake pops. Traffic was horrible. I posted on my Facebook about how glad I am that I don't ever sit in that traffic and how grateful I am to work from home. So that people start to look and go, hey, I wonder what Christy does. Now, people that have known me forever all know what I do, but we're also going to talk about really growing our network and people that don't know you. So they're going to want to know, what do you do that allows you to work from home, to have that freedom, to not have to sit in traffic? People who are stuck in traffic, I was literally at a standstill. You know what they're doing? They're playing on Facebook or they're texting people, you know, and then they're seeing me who's not sat in traffic in 6 months. And they're going to be like, what does she do? Because I don't want to do this. So posting intentionally. And people don't want to be sold something. We all know that. Nobody likes a pushy salesperson. Nobody likes to walk in a clothing store and have somebody walk right up to them. What can I help you with? What can you do? You know, if you're looking for something specific, that's helpful. You're going to say, hey, I need a blue shirt in a size medium with a collar. And they're going to walk you to it. That's going to be great. But if you're really just roaming around, you don't want to be sold to. So be real. People can relate to real, and people want to know, why are you so happy? Like if you are sharing about being happy, if you are motivating people, if you are playing with your kids, people want that. They may not talk about it, but they want that. So people will be attracted to what you're doing. Your goal is posting 3 to 5 times a day. So this is going to have to do with the Facebook algorithms. I've always said post 3 times a day, but I'm going to increase my goal to 5 posts a day. And here's what you want to post about. You want to post one post about motivation. This is going to be for a couple reasons. People like to be inspired. People want to be around people who motivate and lift others up. And then as your relationship grows with people, they're going to naturally assume that you're motivating your team like that. People are going to want to be a part of what you're doing if you share motivation. Now, it could be a motivational quote. It could be a scripture that really touched you that morning. It could be all kinds of different things, but share something that motivates you. Then try to make 2 posts that are just personal, kind of your life story. So for me, yesterday it was, Andrew jumping on the trampoline and then us having dinner on the back porch, whatever you have going on. Share your life story, because really that's why people are checking out your Facebook posts to begin with, right? They want to just kind of creep and see what you have going on. Your next posts, you're going to have 1 business post and 1 product post. Now, you're not going to blast Plexus. You're not going to, throw up Plexus all over your page. It's okay to mention Plexus once in a while, but what you really want to do is just real subtle things. So like today when I posted about being stuck in traffic and not wanting to do that, and thank goodness I don't, because I earn enough money working from home that I don't ever have to sit in traffic again. A product could be not saying I take Slim and it's gotten rid of all of my candy cravings and I didn't dig into my, kids' Easter basket. It could be something more along, like it's going to take longer. You're going to really need to think about your posts to make them intentional, but it could be something like, I've been buying this Easter candy for my kids' baskets. And in the past, I used to have to buy it twice because I would eat all the candy before it was Easter. That's a true story. You buy all this Easter candy and I would eat it all and be like, crap, the night before Easter, I'm buying more Easter candy because I ate everything that I had stocked up to put in their baskets. Thank goodness I don't have those sugar cravings anymore. That's it. I'm not selling anybody Plexus, but other moms out there who do that same thing that would prefer not to eat all their kids' Easter candy are more likely to reach out to me. So not only are you not selling to them, people will actually reach out to you to find out what you have, what you're doing, which is pretty miraculous. So I want to go into next, Facebook algorithms. This is new to me. I always knew, there's some things I always knew. People who are new to marketing on Facebook may not know any of this. So I'm going to cover it, all of the algorithms, just in case you are new to this. But here's the thing. You're in your Facebook feed, you are going to see the people whose posts you comment on the most. Facebook really recognizes your activity. So if I am constantly commenting on Erin Key's posts, Tara's post, Barry's post, Deanna's post, Jenny's post, those are the people that are going to pop up in my feed the most. But the thing is, they're all already Plexus people. The other thing is, because I'm commenting on their posts, they are seeing all of my posts as well. So it's a true story. After 2 years in the business, I got to really search through people to get past all of my Plexus Friends posts. Now you want to comment on your Plexus Friends posts, because here's the other algorithm. Once they get 3 comments on a post, it boosts it up and it gets visible by a lot more people. So commenting on Plexus people's posts is a great thing to do, because they'll do it also in return for you. But that means you need to be a little more strategic about finding your friends that are not Plexus. So what I recommend doing, and we can do a separate thing on this, but it's super easy, but you are going to create a friends list. You have to do it from your computer. You can't do it from your phone, but I have a friends list and I named it Prospects. I'm going to create a new one based on some things of growing my network that I'm going to talk about later that's going to be called New Friends. So what I try to do each day is go over to my friends list, click on Prospects, and it pulls up all the people I think would be really great at Plexus. It just pulls up just their posts, and I go in and I comment on their stuff. So what happens is, because I'm commenting on their posts, my posts will show up in their feed more, whether they like it or not. So you want to do that. Here's another thing that I just learned, and I'm so excited to learn this, because for the longest time I have told people, don't worry about stressing too much about your posts. Put them all in Buffer. It'll send them out and you're good to go. You don't really have to think about it. Guess what? When it comes up with that buffer on it, Facebook recognizes it as an ad. And it's not going, they hide it. So I realized this, and the person who shared this, they did some tests, and I can admit this, like a lot of my posts that go up buffer, unless it's really strategic and it's something super engaging, non-Plexus related, I may get a couple likes. I may get one comment and it's from Deanna or Jenny, but that's it. It's no non-Plexus people. But when I'm posting just real life stuff, I've been trying to do that, I guess, for the last 2 weeks and not use buffer, I'm getting a lot more engagement. It's because Facebook is not automatically hiding my buffered posts. The other thing is it recognizes, so we always have told people, don't share. If you see a really great Plexus post, do not push share. What you want to do is you want to copy it, and what I've always taught people to do is save it. I still want you to do that. You can save it, and then later you're going to copy it and copy the picture and post it as your own. Here is the problem. The more often that picture shows up, or those words are super similar, show up, the more Facebook hides it. Not only from your viewers, but it starts to hide it from whoever you stole it from. So if Celeste Gwynn makes a really great post, and I steal it, she's gonna have less visibility as well, because their algorithms are so smart, they are picking up on those common words and hiding those posts. So that's not to say you can't do that, but what you want to do is, instead of saying, you know, I just read this amazing story Christy shares, and posting it, change her story. You don't want to change it too much, because I've seen people get really frustrated that their story has been so altered that it's not even true anymore. But kind of adjust the wording a little bit, because that will be original. And you can change the picture, like if it's product information or whatnot, change the picture, make it a picture of you with the product. But the key here is getting visibility of your posts. So those are really important things to do. The other thing is know your network. So we're going to talk about expanding your network in just a second, but as we're expanding your network, I want you to really think, who is your network? Is your network moms? Is your network moms of college age kids? Is your network, you know, stay-at-home moms? Is it quilters? Is it body pump lovers? And then post things that are interesting to those people that will catch their attention. So if you're very spiritual and you have joined some groups of other spiritual moms, they're going to be inspired by you sharing scriptures. They're going to be inspired by that kind of thing. If you are a triathlete, they're going to be more inspired by you posting, you know, like your crazy intense workout. You know, you just worked out for two hours and blah, blah, blah. Thank goodness you had, you know, all this natural energy and didn't have to turn to chemicals to keep going. Like, think about your network when you post. And then brand yourself. So here's the thing. That's all about branding. That's posting intentionally. Once you have done that, once you're feeling good about that, you're going to expand your network. Even if you have a really great warm market, and you should, when you start this business, you will likely have a really warm market of people you can talk to. But guess what? It will dry up. And if you haven't already been really putting cold market people into your funnel, you're going to be starting from scratch. I personally hit that wall a few months ago where I felt like everybody that I have any influence over whatsoever, and that was a lot of people, know that I want them to try Plexus. So I've been really struggling to find new people to share Plexus with. Everybody, no matter how influential you are, is going to come to that point. So go ahead now and start building your cold market. So what does that look like? The first thing she says do, which is funny because recently there were some things that happened and a lot of us hid our friends list, right? Well, what she says is, look on your friends list every night before you go to bed choose someone who is influential, someone who's probably similar to you or is very influential. Look at their friends list and friend request 20 of them. Be selective, look through it. You want to look for a mom that has got a bunch of kids in her picture or looks healthy. Look for people that fit into your network. Whatever your brand is, there are a lot of other people with similar brands. Look for them and friend request them. Most of them will accept it because they see that you have mutual friends in common. I mean, how many of us get those friend suggestions? I mean, I've had friend suggestions and we have like 78 friends in common, but I don't know that person. You don't want to friend a lot of Plexus people because the maximum amount of friends you can have is 5,000. So friending people on your team and all of that, yes, but don't go friend somebody just because they do Plexus unless it's somebody you really want to learn from. So what you're going to do every night before you go to bed is friend request 20 people and then turn your phone off. Don't be looking at it to see who accepted it. Don't be listening for dings all night. But when you wake up and you have all these messages of all the new friends you have, that's like an awesome way to start your day, especially in the business that we do. Like we need lots of new friends. We want people to influence. So what you're going to do is, sorry, hold on. I can hear somebody. Oh, Tiffany. Okay. So you are going to have all of these new friends. Now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to create another friends list on your Facebook account. That's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be my new friends because you want to manage, you want to get to know them. So how are you going to do that? You are going to go to their page and comment on some of their posts and get to know them. And then what's going to happen is because you've commented on their post, your posts are going to start showing up in their page. But if you're anything like me, I have added probably 500 or 600 new friends in the last year, but I have no track of them. I don't have a way to organize them. I have 2,000 friends on Facebook. I printed out the list and the majority of them, I have no idea who they are. I don't know if they're Plexus people. I don't know if I friended them from my Ohio State Moms group. I don't know if I friended them from my TBI group. I have no idea. But if I am really strategic each morning about going in and commenting on posts from all of my new friends, I'm going to grow those relationships. Now, I'm not going to start telling them about Plexus. I'm just going to grow those relationships. And eventually, as my world market piddles out, or if they're a lot like me and I'm posting about not being tired or not sitting in traffic, they're going to reach out to me. Kayla said, like in the last week, she signed 5 new ambassadors. She doesn't know any of them. They are all people that have reached out to her from her lifestyle type posts. So here's the next thing you're going to do. You are going to join groups. You want to join 10 new groups a week. And what does that look like? So you can go to groups, discover, and then type in things that are interesting to you. So you could type in LDS moms. You can type in body pump. You could type in golden retrievers. Like, what are things that you care about? And ask to join those groups. Then what you want to do, keep a list of them because you can be in so many groups. You're like, it's crazy. And then make a plan to 2 groups a night. Or if you have lots of free time one day and you want to do it all at once. But if you want to make it more manageable, you're going to do 2 groups a night. You're going to go in and you're going to make an introductory post. So maybe you post a picture of your family, and then what she does is she types in there, something like, and make this your words, make this you and relevant. But it could be something like, hey there, I'm new to these mom groups and looking to make some new friends to connect with. I'd love for you to friend request me on Facebook so we can connect. And if we're in the same area, maybe we can get together for a play date. So how great is that, having people friend request you, reaching out to you and adding you to their network? So when these new people friend request you, where are they going to go? They're going to go in your new friends Facebook list so that you start commenting on their posts. They start seeing your posts. So again, know your brand and just be smart. You don't want to be a walking infomercial. Those people are going to unfollow you. You want to be genuine. If you have, if I have joined a group of Tibetan Spaniels, I should probably post a picture of my Tibetan Spaniel in there. If I am joining an Ohio State group, I probably want to put a picture in there of my family all in our Ohio State gear at the football game. Like, be relevant to what's important to them, and then those people will reach out and friend you. So now let's talk objection. Here is an objection. I can tell you that we probably have over 100 people on our team who love Plexus products, but say, I don't want to post about Plexus. So here's what I have to say to you. Times are changing. What worked for network marketers 4 years ago is evolving, because there are thousands of network marketing people right now using Facebook as their platform. You see it, we see it all the live long day. For 2 years, I have posted Plexus marketing things. We're not going to do that anymore. What we're going to post about is just what we talked about, lifestyle. We are going to post about what we're doing. We are going to post about our energy. We are going to post that we don't take naps anymore. We are going to post that we get to work from home, or that I got this side gig and it's going to pay for summer vacation this year. My husband is thrilled. That's what you're going to post about. And you're going to let people be interested in that. You do not have to fill your Facebook up with Plexus pictures like I did for the last 2 years. Make this your own, create your brand, and share your brand and your passion for whatever it is with the world. All right. So we talked about expanding your cold market, and here's what you're going to find. If you are consistently posting on your new friends' posts, they're seeing yours, but you're also going to start seeing theirs more often because you're commenting on theirs. These people will post about their migraines. They will post about how tired they are on Saturday after 3 kids' soccer games. They will post about wishing they could take their kids to Disney, but it's going to be another staycation. They will post about not loving their job. People are honest. We don't do that because we are very intentional about the law of attraction and about sharing our passion, sharing our excitement for life, because we know that people are attracted to us who are excited and passionate about life. But other people, they don't get this whole Facebook thing. I mean, how many friends do you have posting, pray for me, it's going to be a hard day at work. Pray for me, I got a cold again. Pray for me, these allergies are killing me. Like, you have something to offer those people. When they post about that, you're going to send them a voice message about what you could offer them. It's allergy season. I don't have allergies. I need to post about the fact that there is no more Zyrtec in my house. And there hasn't been for 2 years. When everybody else is out there sneezing up a storm and scratchy throats, that's not happening in our house. So I need to share about that. So now here's your final third step, closing the deal. Here's what you're going to do. So you voice messaged them. The next thing you want to do is get them talking about themselves, but guide the conversation. Do not lose control of the conversation. Ask them, what are your health goals? What are your personal finance goals? You're going to sympathize. How long have you been dealing with that? Do you really want to keep living like that? You're going to ask them, tell me more. Then use their answers to suggest product options. What you think would honestly help. It's so easy for us to just throw Triplex at everybody, and truly it does help everybody. But they're going to realize that you're just throwing Triplex at them if you haven't asked enough questions about what they have going on. We know before they tell us that they need Triplex, but they don't know that, and they don't care. You're not going to make a sale until the people know that you really care about them. So what are you going to hear next? How much is that? Everybody wants to know how much is it. So then you're going to say, what's the best budget for you to invest in your health? They're going to tell you. Somebody's going to tell you $25. Somebody's going to tell you $100. Very rarely will they tell you over $100. So if they tell you $25 or really on the low end, you're going to say, the products I was talking about may be a bit more than that. Would you be interested in getting them for free? They're either going to say yes or no. If they say no, say, no problem. Why don't we start you with the ProBio? It's just a little bit more than that, but it really is fantastic. Why don't we get you ordered with the ProBio? Okay, deal. If they say $100, you're going to go ahead and share the triplex with them. But it's always okay to say the products, nobody's going to tell you they have $130 to spend. That's just not going to be a number that's going to come out of somebody's mouth. So you're always going to be able to say, the products I was talking about may be a little more than that. Would you like to get them for free? And then some people are going to be, no, not really. How much more? And if they were on the higher end, you're going to go ahead and tell them the triplex. So that's how you're going to handle cost objections. Don't be afraid to tell people how they can get them for free, because everybody has 3 people. And here's where it's going to become critical, that you really have them excited about these products. Because for somebody that really, really doesn't have the money, if they really want the products, they really will get 3 people to sign up. They will. I needed these products so bad when Rob lost his job. There was no way I was going to go without them. You know what I had to do? I had to start sharing and making money, because I was not going to go without them. You want these people to be so excited to start Plexus that if they have to share it with 3 people to pay for theirs, they're going to do it. All right. So here is another new thing for us old generational crazy Plexus people. Now they're ready to sign up. You know what you're going to do? You are not going to send them your website with a 10-step instructions, because they're going to look at that and go, that's going to take me 10, 15 minutes. I don't have time for that. My kid's screaming for macaroni and cheese, right? How many of us put off ordering because of the steps? Or maybe the website's having a glitch. I cannot tell you how many times I am messaging back and forth on Facebook Messenger because somebody's getting an error code or somebody doesn't understand this. You know why they're doing it that way? Because that's what we told them to do. What if you don't tell them to do it that way? What if you say, all right, you know, do you have time to get on a quick call and we'll walk through it together? Most people are going to say no. Most people this generation, the millennials, they don't talk on the phone. They just don't. So, and if you're not comfortable on the phone, here's what you're going to say. I am so excited to go ahead and get you started, get you signed up. All that I need is your address, your credit card information, and your email. And that's if they're a customer. If they're going to sign up to be an ambassador, all I need is your address, you know, credit card, phone number, email, and your social security number. They may ask why you need their social security number, and you're going to say, in case you decide to really work this business and you earn over $700, you're going to get a 1099. But otherwise, you don't have to worry about anything. They don't know that this is not what we've always done. They don't know that we just, you know, I've had lots of people say to me, should I just send you my credit card? And I go, no. And I send them 20 steps to sign up. Why didn't I just take their credit card and do it for them? I'm going to be much more patient when the website is glitching. You know what else I'm going to do? Turn on their convenience order. It's not going to be scary to me. When people are doing it themselves, it scares them. You know why it scares them? I wished it didn't do this, but after they order their welcome pack, when they click convenience order, their total goes up to another $110. They don't realize they're not paying it right now. That scares people. So what are we going to do? I'll take care of this. Here's what I need from you. And then you follow up and you send them and you let them know. If at some point you want to change your password, awesome. Because you're going to send them an email. Here's your login. Here's your password. Here's how you go in. if you want to change your password, you can go in and do it. No problem. Your products are on the way. They should be there in 3 to 4 days. I'll touch base with you then, and we'll talk about how to get started. Now, while you've been talking with them, answering their health questions, you're going to let them know that this is not a quick fix. This is something you need to give 60 or 90 days to. You really need to give it time. If it doesn't work or you're not happy, we will get your money back. But I need you to commit to 60 or 90 days to really allow these products to work for you. So are they surprised when their products come in another 30 days? They're not. You already told them they're doing this for 90 days. So the next thing that you are going to do, this is how far behind I am. Then if I did this every day right after I signed somebody up, I would send a thank you note that day. Instead, look how behind I am. All of these envelopes have their addresses on it. These are all of my newbies from February and March that I have not welcomed to my team yet. But if I did it immediately after a level 1 through level 3 was signed up, I would not look at this stack and be overwhelmed because I would have done it. It would have taken me 30 seconds to do it and put it in the mail that day with my business card and a thank you. And I'm so excited to do this with you. And then you're going to follow up when their products arrive. You're going to share our how to take the triplex video. And if they signed up as an ambassador, you are going to share our welcome to the team video. And hey, Dave. That's it. Those are the 3 steps to success. And I am crazy excited. Here's another thing. So I didn't add this because this wasn't in Kayla's thing, but I just thought about this. Add this back up in your notes before close the deal. If somebody asks you about what you have going on, add them to our Pink Health page. Tell them a little bit, but then let them know, hey, I don't want to bombard you with tons of crazy information. I'm going to add you to our Pink Health page, and you can take a look. But you still have to ask them questions about their health and wealth to get them closer to closing the deal. But if they're not ready to jump on board right away, they need to be in the Pink Health page. If they're curious, but they're a little quiet about answering your questions, find a way to put them in the Pink Health page and let that page do a lot of the work for you. If they have a really specific question, ask them, would it be okay if I posted your question in the Pink Health page? Because I bet a lot of other people have that as well. Then I can answer it for you and also you can get the answer you need, but a lot of other people who maybe are too scared to ask can have it answered as well. Would that be okay? That gets them engaged in the Pink Health page. So that's it. I am going to stop recording and then open it up to questions for people that are on the call. But this is going to be just a really great way. This is how simple it is for you to become crazy successful with Plexus. This is what our team's going to be doing. This is what Team Hope is all about, is sharing hope, sharing these amazing products with people. We don't want to be crazy sales pitch people. That's not who we are. We are crazy passionate about getting people healthy because we truly believe on our team, we truly believe that the healthier you are, the closer you become to Christ. And the closer you are to Christ, just the better that you live and the better that you give. And that's what we are all about. That's what we are all about nurturing. So I'm excited for you guys to take these three simple steps. So just in closing, brand yourself properly, expand your network, and close the deal. And go do awesome things.